Come all you ambling gamblers, and a story I will tell about the greatest gambler y'all should remember well. His name was Willie O'Connelly, and he gambled all his life. Had 27 children, Lord, never had a wife. It's ride, Willie, ride, roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling that nobody knows. Well, he gambled in the White House and in the railroad yards. Wherever there was money, there was Willie and his cards. He had the reputation of the gamblingest man around. Wives would keep her husbands home when Willie come to town. And it's ride, Willie, ride, roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now nobody knows. Well, he gambled up on the Rocky Mountains in a town called Cripple Creek. They had him an all-night card game. It lasted about 2 weeks. 900 miners, they laid their money down. When Willie finally left the room, he owned the whole darn town. It's ride, Willie, ride, roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now nobody knows. Sailing down the Mississippi to a town called New Orleans. They had him an all-night card game aboard that Jackson Queen. I come to win some money, gambling, Willie says. And when the game was ended up, a whole darn boat was his. And it's ride, Willie, ride, roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now nobody knows. Well, you played your cards with Willie, you never really knew whether he was bluffing or whether he was true. He won a fortune from a man that folded in his chair. The man, he left a diamond straight, and Willie didn't have a pair. Oh, it's ride, Willie, ride, roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now nobody knows. Oh, but Willie had a heart of gold, and this I know is true. He supported all his children and all their mothers too. He wore no rings or fancy things like other gamblers wore. He spread his money far and wide to help the sick and poor. Ride, Willie, ride, roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now nobody knows. Oh, but late one evening during a poker game, a man lost all his money. He says Willie was to blame. He shot poor Willie through the head, which was a tragic fate. And when his cards fell to the ground, there was aces back with eights. And it's ride, Willie, ride, roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now nobody knows. Well, the moral to this story is very plain to see. Make your money while you can, that's how it's supposed to be. Make your money while you can before you have to stop. Man, when you get your dead man's hand, your gambling days are up. Ride, Willie, ride, roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now nobody knows. Ride, Willie, ride, roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now nobody knows.